The next coach that you will hear from is Mr. LeVar Bassett, who is a teacher and also a coach.
Protocol already having been established, I once again would like to welcome you and just say good morning to all guests and students alike. As this is a Cedar Bridge assembly and it's quite formal, I still think it's missing that one bit of Cedar Bridge applause, that element how we welcome people. Is this true, Cedar Bridge? Yes? All right. So we'd like to just honor the family by simply asking them to stand as I call your names so that we can identify with you who you are, because we all know Nahki, but I think family members are quite important. So we'll start with father, Mr. Mike Wells. Could you please stand and just, he's not here today, all right. Miss Elizabeth Simmons, mother. Son Rico Wells. And the grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Garrow Wells. We'd also like for the Dendytown representatives that are present to please stand and just acknowledge yourselves for us, please. Thank you. Aristotle once said, "Fortune favors the bold." And so when asked to describe who is Nahki Wells, I had to think to myself, he must be a bold young man. As I thought of what it means for Nahki Wells to be bold, I had to think of what his journey in life might have been to become a professional athlete. In your mind's eye, please picture with me the acronym that's on the board, BOLD. Nahki Wells is brave. He is out and out. He is a leader and he is quite dedicated. So let's unpack this. Let's see what that means. Brave. He believed in himself, and it takes a lot of courage to believe in yourself in today's environment in Bermuda. He dared to be different, and he wanted to take a calculated risk. He didn't just say, like Mr. Wade was saying earlier, I just want to be a professional athlete. He then did something about his dream. He tried to make his dream a reality. He didn't allow his friends or relationships with other people to interfere with his goals. As a teacher here at Cedar Bridge, I really liked how Nahki Wells and Pierre, who is also here, tried to have positive influences, and they always surrounded themselves with positive friends who were involved in positive things. Nahki also had a girlfriend, like many high school students do. And I recall Priscilla always encouraging Nahki to go to tutorials, be on time to class, things that we sometimes take for granted. And Nahki, being a student who admittedly would say is not an academic, saw the necessity for these activities. He is out and out. Nahki didn't train just to participate, but he trained so that he could become better than himself and better than the competition. This allowed him to become a dominant player both on the field in Bermuda in the BFA realm, the high school realm, and now he is becoming very dominant in the professional realm. He is also a leader. He has always had the ability to take over a game at a moment's notice, what we like to call in the sports realm a game changer. He has never flinched from the weight of the responsibility associated with being named the best or wanting to be the best. He was not always the most vocal player, although he did communicate with his players, but he often led by example. He always exemplified the key of excellence, this is it. That this is it mentality always led him as he played. He always felt whether down a girl or down two girls, the game was winnable. He never thought about losing. When looking back on one of his earlier matches in the League Cup, Mr. Postlewhite, his high school coach, and I were reminiscing about how he had scored the exact same goal in high school. We pictured it like it was yesterday, and we said, well, You know, we're not surprised. That's what he's always done. But it wasn't just that he scored the goal, it was the way in which he scored the goal. When I started to watch him play professionally, I said the first thing I wanted to look for is he out of his depth? And not at any moment have I watched Nahki look like he is out of his depth. And that takes a lot of courage to think that you belong amongst your contemporaries. And Nahki, this is another one of my favorite highlights of Nahki. He did not dwell on failure. I was really sad when he lost the high school final in his last year of high school. But the way in which he and his friends played that match, they truly deserved it. They actually outplayed the other team. It was just happenstance that Berkeley ended up beating us that year. Dedication. The thing I most associate with Nahki is his dedication. Kenny Thompson once said to me, an athlete or anyone who wants to master their craft needs to spend at least 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours preparing, putting yourself together, putting yourself in a mindset and a skill set so that you could be the best. That applies to if you want to be a teacher, a doctor, or, like Nahki, a footballer. He loved the game. He didn't just play the game and a backyard kick, as we would say. He loved the game. He saw a backyard kick as the best way to help him to be a better player for Dandytown. He saw Dandytown as a better way for him to become a professional athlete. An example of this, as I was coaching the girls team while Nahki was here, he'd say, Bassett, can I come to your training sessions? So I say, sure. He said, but I need something to do. So he'd ask me make a drill for him just by himself. He'd come and try to coach the girls sometimes. He always wanted to be a part of the game. He loved the game. Nahki also spent a lot of time doing extras in the gym. I remember when he had just started playing for Dandytown, we had many conversations like many of the adults here and many of the adults that aren't here who tried to motivate Nahki. They basically said to him, like I did myself, you know, what is your next goal? You know, you'd be cheating yourself by staying here and playing just in Bermuda. The world needs to see your talents. So they say, yes, Bassett, I'm with my father, I'm in the gym, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing some road work. And so he was always looking for the next step. The greatest thing I love about Nahki, besides his work ethic, is that he stayed humble. You can see that by the way he plays on the field, the way he interacts with his friends, that he truly enjoys the success he is having, but he has not let it go to his head. And that is what has allowed him to continue to listen to people who have gone before him and people who are his contemporaries who can help him to become a better athlete. I will leave you with this thought from Jerry Rice. He said, today I will do what others won't, so tomorrow I can accomplish what others can. This truly embodies Nahki Wells, and I challenge our student athletes, remember you are students first, to do what you can do today so that you can do what you want to or would like to do tomorrow.